We have much to get to with dealing with debt. Ted Rossman, Senior Industry Analyst at Bankrate.com, is ready to go. Consumers this year are dealing with debt and tariffs. Are mortgage rates now in danger of remaining high due to uncertainty in the economy?
Well, there's certainly been a lot going on lately. Mortgage rates have been trading in a fairly tight range lately, 6.7, 6.8%, something like that. I think we could see a slow drift downwards as we get towards mid-year, but there's a lot of uncertainty out there right now.
How are consumers doing with spending and debt this year?
Well, they had been doing relatively well. Tariffs have really upended a lot of this. The economy's been in pretty good shape. It hasn't felt great the past few years because inflation has cut into people's wage gains. Since the start of 2021, prices are up an average of 20%. Wages are up about 17% on average. There has been some slowing lately in the job market, in consumer spending. Much of that was by design because the Fed wanted to slow the economy to fight inflation. None of that was particularly concerning. The recent tariff developments, though, have cast a pall over the market and reignited recession fears.
What are your thoughts on panic buying to get ahead of higher prices?
Well, we just got the news that most tariffs have been delayed for 90 days. Markets have received that tremendously well. The China tariffs have been intensified, and all of this bears watching. I've long been of the mind not to get too caught up in the noise and these daily gyrations. The market's down, the market's up, tariffs are on, tariffs are off. You need to think about the long term. There is a risk to making any sort of panicked decision. Think about your finances. If you go out and rush and buy a car and maybe you paid more than you wanted and you didn't get the model you wanted, but you thought you were beating the tariffs, and then the tariffs get delayed or unwound and you're stuck with a big car payment. The average new car payment is about $750 a month. And there are some reasons to believe that could be headed higher, but you don't want to make a bad decision under duress. Can you drive your existing car for longer? I mean, hey, a $0 a month car payment sounds good to me. I realize people can't delay things forever, but a lot of people have been on hold. Maybe it's the kitchen renovation or the car purchase or something else. I wouldn't go out and stock up on a whole bunch of stuff just because something might happen in the future. Frankly, a lot of people don't have the extra money right now, and they're not really in a position to fill their basement with toothpaste and toiletries, and they're not in a position to go out and buy a big screen TV just because it might cost more in a few months. I would take more of a long-term measured view to this. You certainly don't want to take on pricey debt just to try to beat something that may or may not happen. Think about what works for you and your financial situation, not just now, but in the future.
Thank you, Ted, for your time.
No problem. Thank you.